Just be open to receiving. I am a business coach for soul-led entrepreneurs that are looking to integrate their intuition with their ambition in their business. And if you're watching this video, that means that you're probably interested in my business energy reading. I make these videos weekly, so if you're an entrepreneur, you're definitely going to want to subscribe to this channel so that you can stay up to date with all of the content. In the future, you can expect more content on business, spirituality, and wellness here on my channel, so just make sure that you're subscribed so that you don't miss anything. Today I will be doing a business energy reading using my OG deck. This is the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins deck by Doreen Virtue. This is the first oracle deck I have ever purchased in my life. I bought this back in 2012. And if you want to hear the backstory on how I ended up purchasing this deck and get like a little mini review on the actual deck itself, even though it's no longer in print, you can hear more about that too. Make sure that you check out my next video, which I will be dropping very soon, giving you the backstory on my oracle decks. It's going to be like a little oracle deck review series, so I hope you guys like it. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started with the reading. So I'll be pulling 3 cards from the deck today to give you guys a little bit more insight for your business energy for the week. And as always, as I'm shuffling the cards, I just want you guys to ask yourself any question that you might be pondering this week when it comes to your business or entrepreneurship, and then be open-minded to the messages that appear. And remember, if they don't make sense right away, you might want to come back and watch this video maybe later during the week and see if anything resonates with you. And as you can see, I don't know if you guys can see, but the cards are literally like flipping out of the deck as I am shuffling, so can't wait to see this spread. All right, the first card in this spread says, set your sights higher. Immediately, I feel like the message is very obvious with this card, and I think this is going to be a really great week for you to really sit with and think about, and possibly even journal about, your true deepest desires and how you may be self-sabotaging those desires by not thinking that those things are actually available to you or that you're worthy of those things. Oftentimes it's so much easier for us to settle because we don't want to do the inner work required to set our sights higher, to increase our standards, to expect more of ourselves. So it's just easier to settle for the first opportunity that comes our way. It's easier for us to settle for the clients that are currently in our inbox wanting to work with us, even though they're not aligned. It's easier for us to settle for partnerships, relationships. I mean, the list can go on. Even team members, if you just so happen to not be a solopreneur and actually have people on your team helping you run your business. And so I really feel like this card is asking you to pause. You know, you might even be excited about an idea that you might have or something that's unfolding in the business. And for right now, it might sound like this is it for you. But I think this is just going to be a really great moment for you to stop and reflect. And it's like, are you settling even in this that feels really good? You know, is this like 98%? Is this 98%? Oh my God, I'm having such a deja vu moment right now. Wow. It's so crazy when deja vu happens. Like, I literally have been here before. I've been here before, pulling this card, talking about the same thing, doing a YouTube video. Crazy. I want you to sit with this week and journal about this as you really settle into this set your sights higher card. Is what is showing up right now in your life, business or personal, right? This applies to anything. Is what is showing up 90% of what you like? It's like you're like, I really desire this, but this is 90% of what I ultimately desire, so I'm just gonna take the 90. I'm just gonna take the 90 because I believe that that's as good as it's gonna get for me. I don't fully trust that the universe is gonna deliver the 100% and also deliver it on time. So I'm just going to settle for the 90% because I believe that that is how good it can get for me. And 90% sounds pretty good. I'm not even gonna lie. But that 10% makes a huge difference when you're living a soul-led life. That 10% makes a huge difference when you are trying to be in alignment. That 10% can take you out of alignment, even though the 90% of it sounds so incredible. So let's read what the card says. This card indicates that you've been trying to rationalize that some situation is okay when it isn't. You settle for less than you desire and for much less than you deserve. You don't need to compromise. Heaven will help you heal or will replace troubling situations in your life. All you need to do is ask for heaven's help and then adhere to the guidance that results. Take time today to visualize and dream about your true heart's desires. I literally said that. Don't worry about being disappointed. You deserve a great life and you have the power and the heavenly help to accomplish it. Fear and worry slow down your manifestation, so keep releasing all cares and doubts to heaven. You may feel intimidated by moving up to a higher plateau in your journey. However, you have heaven's reassurance that you're ready. Reach for the stars. Know that you're qualified and deserving of these gifts, and open your arms to receive them. The next card in this spread is all about self-forgiveness. And it says, let go of old guilt and remember that you're God's perfect child. And we have a beautiful mermaid here, and she's just contemplating in this cave. She's brushing her hair. And this card just reminds me of this theme that's been popping up for like a few months now about shame and the sacral chakra. I've spoken about this in another video. And I think as we try to set our sights higher and as we really try to sit with ourselves and dig deeper on what it is that we truly desire, when we try to increase our standards, when we expect more from ourselves, because we don't want to settle, oftentimes past versions of us that have settled, that didn't ask for much, that would just take crumbs, those versions of us pop up, and it's like we feel guilty. Like, as you set your standards higher, as you raise your vibration, as you elevate your life, you start to see the many times that you didn't ask for more, that you settled for less, that you let people just treat you any which old way because you just wanted an opportunity. And the guilt and the shame that comes with that, because it's like you realize that you played yourself and that you were playing so small and that you shrunk yourself to accommodate other people, or like, how dare you not ask for more? Like, why didn't you value yourself enough to ask for more? And like, that guilt can really, really, really get to you. And I think it's time that you forgive yourself because you didn't know any better. And that you release that guilt and that you release that shame and that you forgive yourself for all the times that you didn't see your value, that you didn't see your worth, that you didn't ask for more. You didn't ask the universe for more. You didn't ask yourself for more because you didn't believe that more was available to you. And even in your business, the times that you've played small, like as an entrepreneur, as a CEO, because you didn't know what you didn't know. You know, you made really terrible and poor decisions as a business owner that you look back and you're like, oh, I would have never done that. I would have never signed that contract. I would have never partnered with that person. It's time to release the guilt of that. And I know it can feel overwhelming because you're just like, I'm so exhausted from constantly trying to build and build and build and build and build. And I give everything my all. And it's like, those things didn't get me anywhere, but when you look back on them, everything was a building block and a stepping stone for where you're at now. So almost like giving things your all again, it feels like, oh, if I do this thing and I go towards this thing and I give it my all, is what has happened in the past going to continue to happen? And like, you can't bring those stories and that guilt and even that low vibrational energy into where you're going, into this new timeline. You got to step confidently into this next phase. You got to step boldly and know that you deserve this. You've worked so hard to be here, to get here. And you can't allow old guilt to get in the way of the blessings that have your name written all over them. So let's see what the deck says. And by the way, set your sights higher and self-forgiveness are right next to each other in the booklet. And I definitely feel like that is meaningful and definitely connected, right? Because in order to set your sights higher, you have to forgive yourself for the times that you didn't in the past. And so it says, you've been very hard on yourself lately, using harsh words toward yourself verbally or mentally. While it's healthy to hold yourself up to high standards, this card says that you've bordered on self-abuse. Everyone makes mistakes and it's normal to feel regret occasionally. What's important though is how you handle these mistakes. As you focus on your positive attributes, your self-esteem will increase and your stress level will be diminished. Remember that guilt is the opposite of love. Your guilt doesn't help anyone or anything, but your divine love helps everyone, everywhere. Affirm. I ask that all effects of my mistakes be undone in all directions of time, and I now release all guilt completely. I love my true self from top to bottom. And then the last card for the spread for this week is to let yourself receive. And it says, allow others to give you love and care. Receive without guilt or apologies. What a beautiful spread, right? Set your sights higher, self-forgiveness, and then allow yourself to receive, right? In that order. Desire more, want more, believe that you can have more. Forgive yourselves for the ways that you played yourself in the past and that you shrunk and you played small and you didn't ask for more. And then when you do that, allow yourself to receive, because the thing is that we'll do all this work, because this right here, what you're being asked to do is not easy work, right? And you can go at this work whatever way you want to. You can stay on the surface level about this work, or you could really dive deep and really sit with the shadows, really sit with those patterns and those habits that oftentimes are very generational for us as Black women, as brown women. And you can really dig deep to unearth and uncover the root of, playing small and not being confident and not asking for more, not thinking that you're worthy of more, and self-worth and all of that. And then after you do all that, it's very normal for us to then want to go out there and get it. Okay, now that I set my sights higher, now that I know that I'm worthy of more, I'm just going to go out there and I'm going to get it. And I'm going to work. And I'm just going to hustle and I'm going to grind and I'm going to charge my worth and add tax and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, we are no longer operating in that very masculine way of then getting to the core of our heart's desires and then going out there to get it, to then work, to labor, to hustle, to get the things that we desire. No, this is a new era. This is a new way of doing things. This is you being in your divine feminine energy and calling in those heart's desires, magnetizing your energy, raising your vibrations so that you become a magnet for your heart's deepest desires. There is work involved there, and that work looks like you doing the healing, you getting to the root of those limited beliefs and all of that, you taking aligned action towards your heart's desires, but not necessarily feeling like you have to go out there and get it. Because when you struggle to receive, you're basically telling the universe that you don't trust that package that you ordered is going to get here on time. So you got to go to the post office, you got to go to FedEx, you got to go to UPS, and you got to be in the back sorting through the packages. You want to do everybody's job to make sure that that package is going to get to you on time. And you're not trusting that the universe is going to deliver that package. You're not trusting. So you feel like you got to go out there and go get it yourself. You got to deliver it to yourself by yourself. And that's just not it. So in this way of doing things, in this way of moving, in this way of making things happen for you in your business, you don't always got to go out there and get it. You don't only have to do. There's going to be moments where you do, and that work is going to look like you healing. That's the work that you need to do. And then there's going to be moments where you're just being. And you are stepping into that frequency and elevating your vibration so that you can call in and be a magnet for your heart's deepest desires. Allow others to give you loving care. Receive without guilt or apologies. Okay? How are you getting in your own way? By not allowing yourself to receive the goodness of life. The goodness that other people have for you. How are you out here thinking that you have to go and get it on your own, that you have to do everything by yourself? This is what being in your divine feminine energy is about. It's about letting yourself receive. But to let yourself receive, you have to know that you're worthy of those things. You have to know that you're worthy of setting your sights higher. So it says, you're a giver and you help others in so many ways. Most of the time, you truly enjoy giving. So when you let others give to you, they experience the joy of giving. You give them a gift each time that you're a gracious receiver. By receiving, you replenish yourself and balance the male and female energies within and around you. By allowing yourself to receive, you swim in the flow of life, which washes away stagnant energy, bringing in new forms of abundance, creative ideas, and all types of opportunities. Even the simplest act of receiving is healing, and it is a powerful step in the manifestation process. So allow yourself to receive this week. Allow the energy of your business to bring you ideas, to bring you inspiration, to bring you your aligned clients, to bring you the clarity that you've been looking for on the next steps. Remember, you're co-creating with your business. It's not just your energy in the business. It's your energy and the energy of the business. So tap into the energy of your business and allow it to also work for you. And then sit back and allow yourself to receive what the energy of your business is trying to give to you. Whether it's new thoughts, new ideas, new clients, new opportunities, etc., etc. Just be open. Just be open to receiving. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Go ahead and send this to your business bestie. And let me know in the comments which card and message resonated with you the most. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.